Every single thing in life that you see around you started off as an idea. Everything, down to this truck that I'm driving, the phone that you're watching, or laptop, or whatever the hell you're watching this video on, the roads that you drive on, the products that you buy, these clothes that I'm wearing, as you walk around and look at everything around you, that's man-made, of course, not nature. The pavement, literally everything you see started off in here. It started off as an idea, and it came to reality. It came to the real world through actions being executed to get there. Everything is the same in that way. Now, the shape of my body currently, I am not in peak physical condition as I wish to be, but I was once obese and I am now no longer obese. When I was obese, I wanted to get into shape. I wanted to cut fat and start building muscle. It started off as an idea. It started off in here. It started off as an image in my head that I wanted to make true. And the way that I went about that was to take certain actions to get there, to stop eating crap and to start going to the gym. Those actions create this version of reality that you see before you, because I presently sit here now, not with massive boobs as a man and a huge stomach, but in a lot better shape than I started off as. The person who designed this truck, literally, I could go into details and depths about every single thing. This car key right here, this was once stuck in here, someone's imagination, and they started getting the materials together and the machines involved to get about creating it. Now, I know that you already know this. I know as I'm saying it, it's obvious, and how else could it possibly be? But the thing is that we tend to forget. Like, we know it deep down, but we don't ponder on it and we don't think about it often and frequently enough. But anything that you want in the real world, in this physical realm of reality, anything that you desire starts off in here. So whatever you want, whatever you have in your mind, you need to think to yourself, what actions need to take place? What things do I have to do to get what's in here outside into the real world? Now, I'm not saying necessarily that you're gonna design a product. I'm not saying necessarily that you're going to make something. You might. But what I am saying is that whatever it is that you desire, whatever your dream life looks like inside here, all you need to figure out is, what actions do I take to get closer to that every single day? It's literally as simple as that. And once you figure out what those actions are, start doing them, commit to them on a daily basis, depending on what that thing is that you desire, and start getting closer towards it, because there's no other way of getting there. There's no other way of getting there. Obviously, everything starts off in the mind, but it's down to this meat sack. It's down to this flesh that you're in control of to take actions in the physical realm to go about getting it. Whether that's learning an instrument, whether that's getting in shape, whether that's making a lot of money, whether it's starting a business, whether it's making a product, whether it's helping people, whether it's designing something. It doesn't matter what it is. The only two things that matter is, one, that you can see it in here and you want it enough to figure out exactly what actions are required to take to get in there. It is as simple as that. You can have anything in the world, anything in this universe is available to you if you put this to work and then put this to work. It is literally the mind and the body working together. The mind sees what it wants and the body has to have the discipline to go about getting it. And usually most things that you desire, whether it be body or finances or etc., whatever it is, learning an instrument, literally everything is about doing something small daily. Very infrequently is it about doing one big thing all at once. People think that they're going to have this big breakthrough or this big thing that's going to happen, or they're just going to do this one thing this one day and their whole life is changed. But most of the things that you desire are going to take small action, relatively small action, consistently over a long enough period. That is usually how you will acquire most targets. Anything, think about it, an instrument. If you have no idea how to play an instrument, you are not going to be a professional guitar player or flute player or even a triangle, whatever it is you're trying to learn. You are not going to be a professional at that after, no matter how much you do in one 24-hour period, you are not going to have mastered the instrument. It's not about how much effort you exert all in one go. It's about small, consistent effort on a frequent and consistent basis. If you learn, I'm just going to use an instrument here because I don't know why, I just randomly chose that out of the ether, but this can do for any goal that you've got for yourself. But if you learn an instrument, guitar, 15 minutes a day, 6 days a week for a year, you will learn more than you could possibly learn in one day. So developing characteristics within yourself such as patience. Patience is something that you are going to have to get used to. Developing patience within yourself. Most worthy goals are going to take patience. So learn to develop patience within yourself. Persistence is a big one. Persistence is my favorite one. If you persist, if you absolutely refuse to fail, no matter what, no matter how you feel, no matter what external factors are going on around you, if you absolutely have persistence within you, if you develop the highest level of persistence, you literally cannot fail. Because persistence is refusing to fail. It's the outright refusal to give up and give in. It's attacking something and refusing to give up until it's completed. So persistence is arguably, to me, persistence is the most important characteristic to develop within yourself. The ability to say, I will stop at nothing to attain this thing that I want. Nothing could possibly deter me from giving my maximum effort to this thing every single day. That is what it means to be persistent. Because no matter what your goal is, you have days where you just don't want to do it. Some people succumb to those days. They give up, they think, this isn't for me, I'm never going to do it, I can't do it, I keep feeling this way, and that's it. It's just not meant for me. And the dream is dead. It's over. It's gone. Before they've even begun the journey, before they even reach the halfway point, they give in, they fail because they say, I just can't do it. Persistence, the absolute refusal to give up and give in until you have that which you desire, to get this out into the real world, whatever it is, body, mind, muscles, finances, instrument, business, whatever it is, the outright refusal to give in is definitely necessary to get there. Patience and persistence are the only two things that I'm going to mention in today's video, because they are things that are most important. And persistence even outweighs patience, because you can be impatient, but if you just show up every single day and refuse to give, patience is a good virtue to have because it allows you to not become stressed. You know that it's going to take time, you've come to terms with it, and you're okay with that. But you cannot have persistence, you cannot have patience, still be persistent and win. I would recommend patience, it makes things a hell of a lot easier. But you can be impatient and persistent technically and still win, because, well, persistence, you just can't give up. If you don't give up, you can't fail. And the thing is, with persistence, if you don't give up and refuse to give in before you get there, nothing else matters. And the dream is always alive. If you don't have persistence and you just give in straight away, the second you admit defeat, the second you say it's not for me, the journey is over. You know that you will never ever have that which you desire the most because you have given up. It's impossible now to get it. If you say, I want muscles. I want to be a bodybuilder. I want to be a professional bodybuilder. I want to get my body to extreme levels of muscle. I want to reach my genetic potential. And halfway into the journey, you say, it's too difficult. I'm not into this anymore. I can't do it. You failed persistence, and you know that you're never going to get muscles, because you aren't going to, if you've already given up and you've decided that you're not going to continue on the journey, you're not just going to randomly wake up with muscles one day. The journey is over, the dream is gone, the dream is dead. But with persistence, if you refuse to give up, it is always alive, the dream is always there, and you are always on the way. The hope is inside, the fire is lit. Until you give in, until you give up, which you won't if you develop persistence within yourself, you know there's always your dream on the horizon. You know it's always attainable and achievable, and it's on the other side of all the hard work that you've been putting off. With all that being said, my friends, I will catch you all in the next video.